In this video, I'm going to share how I finally faced up to this issue, how I improved my use of phonemes, and I'm also going to share with you how you can effectively use them on your CELTA course to get better results in your teaching practice. Also, stay with me till the end because I'm going to share with you the one principle which made things so clear for me that pronunciation, rather than being something I avoid, became something that I actually look forward to teaching and became very comfortable with. If you're anything like I was when I started out training, pronunciation can seem like a big mountain to climb. There seems to be lots of aspects of it. It seems to be confusing. And in particular, those little symbols called phonemes or phonemic script, they can seem like I'm not a real teacher unless I know how to use those things. In this video, I'm going to share how I finally faced up to this issue, how I improved my use of phonemes, and I'm also going to share with you how you can effectively use them on your CELTA course to get better results in your teaching practice. Also, stay with me till the end because I'm going to share with you the one principle which made things so clear for me that pronunciation, rather than being something I avoid, became something that I actually look forward to teaching and became very comfortable with. So stick around till the end for that one. By the way, before I jump into today's video, let me know down in the comments how you feel about teaching pronunciation. Is it a big part of your teaching? Is it something that maybe you've struggled with on your CELTA or into your teaching career? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I often get asked by CELTA trainees for help and input on using phonemic script. The biggest tip that I can offer about using phonemic script is phonemes don't equal better pronunciation. Sometimes trainees come and they present to me an entire phrase transcribed in phonemic transcription or a full piece of vocabulary transcribed in phonemic transcription. And while that's impressive in terms of showing me the research that you've done and the knowledge that you've accumulated, remember that CELTA is all about making your lesson as student-centered as possible. So you have to think about what is going to be most beneficial for the student. In most cases, writing a full phonemic transcription of a word is not going to be the most helpful thing. What is going to be helpful for the learner is to figure out where they are having a problem and show the phoneme for that one problem. Take, for example, the word television. If you just look at the spelling of that word, students may mispronounce it as television because they see an S. However, they need the zh sound. So you're just going to present to them the zh sound. You don't need to write the full phonemic transcription of television because the whole thing is probably not a problem for them. It's just the zh sound. So this is my biggest tip for CELTA trainees. You don't need to write full phonemic transcriptions. And often this can be a big time sink. Trainee teachers can spend a long time writing up phonemic transcription, and then their learners are just like, I'm impressed that you can do this thing, but they're not really learning anything from it. And you spent a long time putting it up on the board or sharing it on your screen. So main tip there is keep it simple. Just share the one phoneme that your learners are having problems with. This leads me to my first tip on how you yourself as a teacher can improve your use of phonemes. For every lesson that you teach, just come into your lesson very clear on 2 or 3 phonemes. Maybe you want to be able to produce the E sound, the Z sound, and the V sound. Okay, so just know how to write those 3 phonemes, and every time there's an opportunity to help a learner with pronunciation with them, then use those. I often say Rome wasn't built in a day, and taking this Rome wasn't built in a day approach, in very short order, you will have learned the entire phonemic script. You, of course, need to get familiar with the terminology. So know what a vowel is and know what a consonant is. Be able to divide those two in your mind. However, my biggest tip in terms of teaching pronunciation is this principle that I said I would share with you at the beginning. It's called the principle of least effort. Why do you pronounce something the way you pronounce it? You pronounce something the way you pronounce it because that's the easiest way to pronounce it. Now, I'm sure the linguists out there will tell me there's lots of layers to that. But from our point of view as English as a second language teacher, that's all we need to know. We just need to know that's how you pronounce it. And then that gives us the technique, the main technique we need to remember, which is model and drill. Okay, so you just say it and get the learners to repeat it as close as possible to that. Remember to keep your model very natural. Don't make it too exaggerated. Try to reproduce it as naturally as possible and then get the learners to approximate that. Us humans, we are built for that. We are built to copy and mimic. So we have these innate, incredible powers to be able to do this. Keep it simple and you will have success. So when in doubt, if you're not sure, oh, is it this phoneme? Is it that phoneme? Is the stress here? Is the stress there? Don't worry about it. Just model and drill. So there you have it. That's my story on how I went from being very uncomfortable using phonemes to being very comfortable using them. And that was a huge lesson along the way in my journey to become a CELTA teacher trainer ultimately. Keep it simple, bit by bit, keep adding those phonemes. When in doubt, model it and drill it, and you will improve your pronunciation teaching in a way that your learners will respond very positively to. If you have any other tips on how to improve your own teaching of pronunciation, please do drop them in the comments below. I would be ever so grateful if you would also hit that like button, hit the little bell notification so you get notifications when I drop a new video. And please, please, please do subscribe to the channel. Share this channel with anybody who you think may find it of benefit. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.